It will be about FlowAlgo, just how it's useful, how I go about using it. I'm gonna show you the intricate parts of it. Just in my opinion, I believe FlowAlgo is very helpful. I've been using it on and off for about a year now, but I've really divulged into it heavy the last few months, and it's really beneficial to your trade because what you want to have, you want to have a hedge to this market. You know what I'm saying? Because these market makers, you got news, etc. Just every single thing working against you, to buy low and sell high, or sell it at a high. Well, however you want to do, just however you go about trading, you want to have a hedge to your account. You want to have something to hedge the market. You want to have something. You know what I'm saying? And I believe Flow Algo is really that source. Okay. Okay. So when you get to the well, if when you get to their site, this is what you would type in, flowalgo.com, right? Then when you're logged in, you will have this pop up. You will have this is what you call the dashboard. So you have the flow sentiment, which is bullish at this moment with or today in general. It's 89% call ratio, puts a call ratio, put flow and call flow. So obviously today's way more bullish than bearish. Okay, so on the dashboard you will have these instant option flows pop up. For instance, you have URBN that just popped up, XLNX, ATUS. Okay, it will have the date after the ticker. So, well, you have the time that these trades are executed, the ticker in this column, expiration in this column, the strikes in this column, whether it's a call or put, it's in this column at the spot that the equity, well, not the equity, but the spot that the option was bought, and it shows you the equity. So someone bought 16 calls at 16.52. So calls with the option right here and the equity price it gives you as well, which I think is really beneficial. Now it gives you the details of how much was bought. So someone bought 1,349 calls at for $89, and they bought a block at 120K. So let me explain the difference between a block, a sweep, and a split, as you can see right here. So a block is bought all at one time. So they didn't, separate these orders. It was a block, one block buy. Okay. Now a sweep, someone bought a sweep of 120K. So this was multiple orders that were filled or is going to fill, right? It's not one order, it's multiple. Okay. Now a split just means they split the order into two. Or if you hover your mouse over right here, it's a single exchange sweep. Okay. I think this should say something different. Multi-exchange sweep. Yep. So someone split their order, maybe bought half at this price and another half at that price. Okay. Now algorithm score. I don't really worry about this too much, and it shows you the sector. So this is XLNX is the tech sector, and Discover is the tech sector. Oh well, Discover is not the tech sector. I'm sorry. So this shows you the sector. EF shows you the sector. Then, XLNX is tech, and Roku is the discovery sector. Okay. Now it is currently 2:35. I am personally trading, so I'm giving you guys real time action into what's going on. Okay. So what I like to focus on, well, before I get deep into that, let's speak about the equity blocks and dark blueprints. So this right here is called the dark pool and equity blocks. Now, this is VG right here. So at 2:15, VG was bought for 250,000 equity at $10.28 for $3 million in premium. Now, you should always know this. The dark pool and equity prints are delayed. This is not up to date 90% of the time. So this is about a 1 to 3 day delay. Okay? So just have that in mind. If you want to know what happens real time you have to tape read. Now, I will show you something that happened real time today. So today, Baba, I know we got some news about the Chinese sector, about them getting some type of boost. Okay, now this right here is where you search any ticker that you want, and just see if there's a dark pool print or an equity print. Now, as I was saying, 90% of the time these are delayed. Okay, this is about a two to 3 day delay, but I saw Baba come in today and it was real time. So Baba hit a all-time high today. So let's type in Baba. If you want to act a little bit slow, okay. So there's a lot of flow that came in for Baba, as you can see right here today. So someone or an institution, because only an institution puts up this type of money, company, whoever, they're the only ones that puts up this type of money. So Baba today was real time in my opinion, okay, because these prices were never executed. Baba never hit these prices until today. So 43 million was put in at 236.36, then another 443 million at 238, 122 million at 240.07, and another 54 million at 239.80. Now someone is betting a really huge bet on Baba right now. So Baba may have a significant, well, more of a significant run. Because if I'm to check my phone right now, Baba is up $13.77. Now, in the morning time, market opened up at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 6 minutes into the trading day, I saw these come in. So this is over 200K worth of calls coming. I'm like, okay, something gotta be going on. Anytime that you see there is a huge block like this, you can bet that the stock price is going up. Okay. Now to get back into just navigating through FlowAlgo. So as we discussed, equity and dark pool prints over here. The tickers, the time that they were bought, the date, the strike, calls or puts, spot, equity spot that they were bought at, details, how much and what price, block or sweep or split, and the price, how much they paid in premium. Now, I like to focus on the bigger money spent, in a sense. Okay, so 23K at ARNC is not something that I would really look for unless it's a sweep of multiple orders. Okay, so if there's so this is a sweep, so obviously there was more that came in and or is coming in. So I won't focus on this till what I see about 100K coming, then I'll start to look. So 114K for SPY. That's something to pay attention to. URBN, 120K, something to pay attention to. And if there's multiple sweeps to these orders, it catches your attention because it's a more safer bet. This is just something that you should use to hedge your position and to confirm. I wouldn't use this just use it solely to execute your trades. But this is very important. I love this platform. Okay, so we spoke about the dashboard. Now let's get to Snapshot. My computer want to act a little slow. Come on, man. Okay, so this also gives you the. I'm sorry. This gives you the bullish flow and the bearish flow. See right here, as you can see right here. This is for the day because it's set to today. Now this is the most money spent on each ticker. So it breaks it down and gives you the highest traded stock for the day in terms of dollar amount, and the highest for dollar amount for calls and puts. So there were 7.6 million a day for Amazon calls and the highest on the put side is 3.9 million for SPY puts. Okay, now you can also go to yesterday, which there was no trading yesterday. Yesterday was Sunday. This week just started, and you go to last week as well. Okay. Now you can also remember this is for options. You can switch to the equity side. So if we switch to the equity side, we saw the highest ticker traded today as far as dollar volume and how much money was put into it. Now you have to look and find out this, if those they were betting that price goes up or price goes down. Okay. Average price paid was 312.51. That was, I believe that's overnight. I believe it's overnight. I do not believe SPY hit 312 today. Let me double check on my phone right now. No, it did never hit that. If you guys can see, today was 315, the lowest it looks like. Yeah, today's the 315 lowest. Yeah, low of 315.56. So this is still giving you yes, the highest ticker as far, I guess, for the last couple of days. Okay, now 1.57 billion. That's a hefty amount. Baba 661 mil. That was today. Looks like, yep, today. Now let's get to this section. This is called the historical flow. Okay, so the historical flow is just the same thing as the dash in a sense. Okay, but the big difference with this is you can type in the symbol, and then the date of wherever you wanted to see, whether that's last week or this week. Then the minimum orders you can place, if the how just break it down or break it up, and you don't want to see a $10,000 order, and see, just whatever you want to, see, whatever you want. So let me give you an example. So let's type in Apple. From, let's say, June. We're going to type in June 1st to today's date. Minimum order, let's say we want to put $350,000. Well, yeah, $350,000. And minimum display, I want to see is 30. Okay, so let's see what pops up. So they give me the Apple, calls and puts ratio over time of the dates that I've selected. Right here gives me, the date that were executed, time ticker, strike, puts or calls, the spot they were bought at, the amount, sweep, blocker, split, and volume that was put in, open interest, premiums, how much that were paid, sector, tech sector, and it also gives me the equity block. So they were betting that Apple is going up exponentially, which it did from the 1st of June. Okay, now let's go to the equity levels. Okay, so you can type in any ticker here as well. Now the good thing that I see about this is, look at if you pay attention to this. Okay, so if you pay attention to the levels right here, something that's very significant. Okay, now SPY, it's giving me from January 1st, 2019 to today's date. Okay, now is the minimum strength. I like to change these up a lot, but what this gives you is the price, right? The volume, money flow, percentage of the flow, and the strength. Now what this means is, right here, the highest amount of right here traded is, well, not the highest. So what this is essentially giving you is the level right here. It's not in order right here. I will change that, and we can, be more just more in tune right here. So the levels right here is 332.14. The amount of volume that was put in, which is over 14 million. The money flow that flowed into this, and the strength and the percentage of the volume. Now the highest traded right here is, 58 mil. 58 million shares, $17 billion. The percentage of the volume and the strength. This is a very significant level right here that is basically saying for the last year. So if we want to be a bit closer to, just these levels, these are significant levels you should mark on your chart and see where the most money was put, the percentage of the volume and how strong that level was and or is. Okay, so what you want to do is, like, we're going to keep it a spot, but let's say that we wanted to do from, May 2nd 2020 to, well, yeah, to this current date today, and the minimum strength we want to leave at 20. Okay, that's the minimum you want to see. You don't want to see anything below a 20. Okay, what it'll give you is the current most traded levels. So from May you'll get a breakdown of the volume, how much money was put into it. It's not gonna go in order, okay? But it'll give you, the percentage of the volume, which from right here, 18% is the highest, which is at 311.30. Yep, that's the highest level traded. So you would want to mark this on your chart for whatever platform that you are going to use. Mark this level, and you can say that this has a lot of strength. Okay, you would say if price was to fall to this level, you would mark it and say, okay, let me see how this is gonna act as support. Okay, and there's also over $6 billion that was put into this level. Strength is at 100. Nothing else is at 100. Okay, now let's move down to the radar. All that this is, again, since this is SPY, just giving you the date, symbol, the average price that was put in over the last 30 days, right? Total share blocks 18, share block volume, just, right here. National just the amount of money that was put into it, and just the, just whatever else it gives you. But I don't really focus too much on this, but just know what it is. It'll break it up for you. Let's see, we're on radar. So radar. Then it hit this right here is an unusual volume. So unusual volume recap is basically, as it sounds, unusual volume. It's not something that's regular. Okay, these calls and buys and put ratio for these tickers is not usual. Okay, so this is something to pay attention to, so you can have a head start to see what these institutions and market makers are doing. Okay, whether they're loading up or selling. So NIO, this was after market close on Thursday. Now it showed you the put volume to the buy volume, just how much strikes was there, multiple option open interest in the 52-week high. It's giving you the spots, call premiums, how much was paid to the put premiums. Then it gives you the just the difference and whatnot. Just subtract that, you see how much more the call side were. Put premium in the bid, put premium in the bid. The net delta, which is just the increase over $1. The calls and asks, which is 38. Calls to asks, which is 38%. Call on the bid percentage to the put side is 30%. And the put ask premium 22 point. But I really don't focus on any of that, but it's good to have on your charts if you really want to be that technical with it. So it also gives you the events that gave us a new 52-week high, 52-week implied volatility low. just how, just the whole 9 yards. But this is something to pay attention to, and just to see what was sold. You know, these institutions, they're loading into this, and trying to keep it on the because they typically like to buy a bit lower so it doesn't, well, not really. Just some people, whether they're market makers or just people with big money, sometimes they just buy very low quantity so it doesn't pop up on, you know our radars, our scanners. All right. So they also have an export tool, and this you can export it to your computers. Export levels to data CV. Well, not to your computer, but well, yeah, to your computer. I guess this is so you can just export, how whatever symbols that you want, so that you can be more accurate if you want. I think this is very helpful. It kind of saves you a lot of the legwork. So they're making it really simple and easy for you guys, well, for us in general. They also have charts, which I did not know, because the trading platform that I use is Thinkorswim, but they have their own charts in here. They also have a chat, which I will mention, which I will show you guys. But if you don't want to load into your chat, you can go here, plot your trades, however that you want to do. If you just want to stay on FlowAlgo all day. And if you go down here, it says learn. You can learn about the dashboard, dark pool inside, the levels, equity, just the whole 9 yards. Every single thing that's down here, from Snapshot to open interest, they will navigate and show you how to go about it. Again, if you need help, you can hit right here. It'll mark the pages for you, take you somewhere else, and just educate you. Then and then my account, it just gives you your, not a problem, not a problem. Gives you when it expires, and when it's when you need to pay. Okay. Now down here, I'm sorry, I think he's acting fishy. You give it one moment. Okay. Now on the side that was right. Come on now. Just give it a second. Okay, so we're back on the dashboard screen. Now there was a help menu that popped up. You can live chat them as well whenever that icon pops up. Okay. Oh, and also they also have a alpha AI right here, which gives you the some high probability trades as well. Whether you can long a stock, which for right here, it gives you the date that had AMD on it. So AMD's right here gives you the date, the spot that would be a good area to long at. Right here, which is 5306, and it gives you a long. It also gives you the shorts right here as well. Facebook, good level to short at, but this was for last week. Okay, but it gives you good probability trades. As I mentioned, your chat is over here. You can indulge with people, and do however you want to do it. I personally do not use this. I kind of take it off my chart or off FlowAlgo and focus on what I am trading, which is right here. This is all that I'm focused on. Okay, so now FlowAlgo is about $150 a month. Okay, but it's well worth it. Think about it like this: you invest in what you want to invest in, right? But invest in yourself, since you're a trader. You want to have a hedge to this market. You want to stand out. Okay, you want to make the same trade that these institutions are making, these market makers are making. See what they're doing in real time as far as the option flow and the equity and dark pool. Just know that it's a bit delayed for most of these stocks. Okay, but the options are real time. You need that. You need that. So I would suggest, if you need it, just go to them and we'll go to their website. So I would suggest, if you want just something to give you a hedge to the market, go ahead and give them a try. I think a 2 week trial is about $35. I'm working on getting a discount code for you guys right now, so that you guys can go ahead and get a. It'll be about $25, but I'm working on getting a code with them, and I will post it under this video as soon as I can. Okay. Well, thank you guys for watching. Always remember to like, share, subscribe. I will post our Twitter at the bottom, our Instagram at the bottom. Thank you guys for watching and have a nice day. Peace.